kind of wondering if that's going to become a mole. Remember my skin take thing we had to remove up there? When was that, about a year and a half ago? Water? No. What is that? Electrolytes, propel. Nice. Security. Any chances Opie made the bed up here? I'm highly doubting if you made the bed. So since your bed's not made, you're just gonna lay over on the side where your bed isn't? Your blanket? Any chances? Nope, you didn't make my bed either. Opie, those are birds, man. How many times we've been over this, you're not going to catch birds. Come on, Ope. You won't catch them. I know. It's sad, but you won't. Well, we've made our pickup here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Once I walk the German a little bit here, do a little paperwork, finish up editing a video, we're gonna head for Cherokee, Iowa with this load. Weather today is 23 degrees with a 4-mile-per-hour wind. Any chances that wind is gonna stay right where it's at? It probably will down here. By the time we get up to Highway 20 in Iowa though, it's probably gonna be blowing like crazy. I don't think we're gonna run into any rain on this trip, or snow. I don't think. Our next trip down here though, because we are going to run another one this week, I'm betting we probably will, because it's supposed to, I think it's supposed to snow down here or snow in Illinois somewhere and in southern Iowa. Hey. Oh, that's a manhole. Opie. Come on. He's getting very curious indeed. We're not too far from the Indianapolis airport. No, we're not going to go there like we did when we were in St. Louis. So we've been sitting over here watching the jets come in and out. Unfortunately, I think all the FedEx jets, because they have a FedEx hub here, do not fly unless it's dark. I think they're night owls. I think that's when all their jets fly, because when you go through here during the day, you can see all the FedEx planes all lined up in a row. Come through here at night and they're gone. Well, we need to stop here real quick, real fast. We had to swing into Love's here at exit 61 off of Interstate 674, Interstate 74. Editing yesterday's video took just a pinch longer than expected. That video is long, so I needed to stop, let it upload. I'm going to pull. I need to find a little hole to tuck myself in for the next 15 minutes, let it finish uploading. Every one of my subscribers, you guys have some beautiful trucks, flat out beautiful. Nice kid too, real nice. Heading for Missouri, if I remember right, out of Ohio. Real good kid. Alrighty, so I forgot to tell you, happy Valentine's Day to you moms and wives and girlfriends and daughters and everybody out there. It's Valentine's Day, and Borden gave Troy a Valentine's card and said, hide it in Dad's truck for he finds it later on. My son can't hide worth a hoot. He threw it on the bed, so it was on the bed when I was getting into the truck the other day, but I did wait till today to open it. I love you, honey, and happy Valentine's Day. I took Borden out to eat at the Hard Rock. What's the name of that? The Abbey restaurant in Sioux City. And I was really disappointed this time. The last time I went there, it was with Dad. No, Dad was in the hospital getting that surgery done, and it was really fancy. It didn't stink, and it just felt like a really upbeat kind of place. Music wasn't blaring, and it had a good menu and everything. This time, the menu had like 5 items on it. The bar was packed. It was loud. It stunk like smoke. I should not have taken the wife there for Valentine's dinner. I should have went to like Minerva's or something. So, I don't know. She didn't have a good first impression. That was her first time there. But the steaks, I love the steaks. What'd you guys think of my old stereo there? The black tape on that stereo is because when I used to run it, when I used to turn my radio on in the truck, is bright green. Bright green. I have no clue how old that thing is. It was in the truck when I bought it. It'll probably be in the truck when I retire in 30 years. I tell you what, you just get that urge, you stop. I got those shop lights from Dad, and were LED. Now, I originally got them because I wanted to set up little lights for when I'm recording on the inside, and I haven't used them more than maybe once or twice. I need to use them more. And I was just messing around with them. I got to looking around. I'm like, oh my gosh, this truck is just, you know, you guys see the clean dash, but that ceiling, I went to wipe the ceiling and it was just black, just pure black. I need to do that a little bit more often. Right now we are at the way station, just into Illinois. We're almost to Iowa, right, getting ready to cross the Mississippi River. Letting Opie run around a little bit here, kind of doing some regrouping, walking around, getting some exercise in, and then we'll get on our way. Hey Opie, just to let you know, that sign says penalty for dumping on public highways. I'm pretty sure they call this a public highway here. Opie, he's on a good scent now. Oh, he's not giving up on that one. That must have been a pretty girl. Well, the temperature today is holding off pretty good. I think the last time I told you guys an update on the temp, it was like 24, 25 degrees. It's only down to 18 degrees right now. I was telling Dad that I was going to take on another load coming back out here. He said, well, your way back out there should be pretty smooth, but on your way home it could get kind of ugly. So remember, Dad's my weatherman. He keeps track of the weather and what it's going to do when I'm out here on the road. And the way it sounds, it could get kind of ugly towards the end of the week out here in Illinois. I don't know about Indiana. I guess I kind of forgot to ask him about that. That's all right. We haven't had much winter fun other than some ice, a little bit of snow, not much, and a lot of cold. I don't care. If it gets ugly, I'm okay with that, as long as it warms up to get ugly. They used to always say it has to warm up to snow. Maybe that's why we haven't got any snow this year back home, because it's just been so cold. My 1 hour nap just turned into a 4 hour nap. My bad. At least we got to see the sunrise, right? That's kind of rare that we can see the sun coming up. Made for a good picture. It got pretty late running across 20 up here. No later than usual. And I thought, well, let's just stop, take a quick little hour nap, refresh, then get back going. Opened my eyes and it was daylight. I was thinking, uh-oh. That's okay. Let's get back to trucking. Come on. I have no grass for you, but there are plenty of tires that you can go ahead and wash off if you feel the urge. Okay? Yeah, this is a grass-free yard. Maintenance-free, I guess they call it, right? We've dropped off our loaded trailer and we're picking up our empty trailer now. Oh, wait. Hold on, I gotta stop talking to you right now. See that camera up there? If I don't grab it, or forget it. Next thing I know, I'm 30 miles down the road and it's still riding out. There we go. Camera's put away. But we've dropped our trailer off. We're hooking onto an empty trailer. I need to start doing something new when I'm doing trailers here. Anywhere. I got to thinking about it when I went to hook onto that trailer yesterday or the other day that I had dropped. I hooked onto it and I hooked onto it perfect. It wasn't too low, it wasn't too high, it was perfect. Then it kind of dawned on me, I'm betting, hold on here, there you go. I am betting when those little Volvos hook onto it, which is most of the fleet now, it's probably kind of high. Because I kind of hold the title for having the oldest truck that pulls these trailers. And I've held that title almost the entire, I think the whole time I've been pulling these trailers, because I had the 86 Freightliner before this one. So I'm pretty sure I've held that title for a lot of years, which means my trucks are always high. And that's the way I like them. I like it when a semi is a semi and not a car or not a pickup. So I think I probably should. I almost sat on you. I think I probably should start changing that up a little bit and not bringing that landing gear all the way down and let my airbags do the rest. That'd put it down there to where it'd be pretty good for the next truck with baby tires on it to hook up to. You didn't believe me when I told you, did you? I told you, man, there is no grass here. He's looking though. He's like, Dad, where's the grass? Where's the grass at, Dad? I told you, man, there isn't any here. I'll find you some, though, I promise. I'll find you some. Don't get a splinter in your toes. There's a lot of wood. Oh, get out of there. Hey, get out of there. There's a lot of wood. Or you can sit there and sniff. I conveniently forgot, because this video's ending in daylight, though. Last night when we were driving, did you guys notice me flashing my headlights? Or, yeah, I'd flash my headlights, and then the truck ahead of me would hit their flashers once it got around me. Well, that's just the way truck drivers talk out here on the road. We kind of have our own lingo, and it's not CB talk, you know, where everybody gets their southern drawl on when they're talking on the CB. How about you, big rig? You got it on? Can I get a radio check out there? Come on. Come back. Come back. I hear that a lot. We talk that way. When a truck passes you, sometimes at night, during the daytime I don't usually worry about it, but at night it's just convenient. Reach over, hit the switch, shut the headlights off, turn them back on. Don't hit the brights. I mean, maybe a car, no, don't hit the brights. Just hit your light switch on or off, then back on, off, and then back on twice. We usually catch it, and then that lets us know we can come back over. Now there's some cars out there that will hit their flashers, hit the brights twice before they pass me. Don't do that, because I know why you're doing it. You're doing it to get my attention. You know, when you do that, that lets me know, oh, I'm okay to come over, and I'll go to come over. Then you get really mad. Through all this work to find you grass, and you wanted to stay over there on the rocks. Come on, let's go for a walk. I'm gonna go on a walk. You let me know whenever you're gonna catch up, okay? Alrighty. We use our headlights to do all kinds of weird things. Where we're pulling into a parking spot, or pulling into a truck stop, gas station, or just rounding a corner. And if there's a car or another truck that needs to take up the entire lane around that corner, most of the times we're going to stop. Either we're going to flash our headlights, or shut your headlights off, turn them on, or shut them off completely. And that lets the truck know, hey, it's okay for him to come over into my lane and take what he needs for room to make that corner. On that same note, when the truck goes around you and comes back in, as a courtesy, it's nice to, a lot of guys will flash their tail lights, flash their parking lights, because there's a switch on the truck that is basically a delay. You hit it and it'll flash your tail lights on most rigs. Like First Class there, she's hooked up to multiple different trailers and every one of them's wired just a tad different. So when I hit that, most times it shuts off my entire top row. Ew, Vikings. Oof. Sorry, Paul. But most times it'll just shut off my top row of lights. So I don't trust that. I don't do the whole delay thing. When I pass somebody, I know I do pass people every once in a while, but when I do pass somebody, what I simply do is I hit the flashers. I'll pull the flasher tab, let her flash 5 times, and then shut them off. So if someone gives you the headlights, go ahead and throw them the flashers on the way by. Now remember, not your brights. Shut your headlights off, turn your headlights back on. No brights. And do not bright us before you pass us, because that's a universal language saying, hey, I'm okay to go ahead and come over, instead of what you think it is, hey, I'm getting his attention for he knows I'm here. I'm just letting you know. I know Warden sure gets a kick out of it when she's in her Jeep or her Explorer and a truck passes her and she'll give them the old flashers. During the daylight even sure do it, but at night sure give them the old flash, and truck comes over and they sure call me up, he didn't throw the blinkers at me, or he didn't blink his tail lights at me. What kind of world is this? She's joking, of course. And but when they do give her the old blinkers or the tail light flash, she feels real good, especially if it's a Christmas tree. If it's a reefer like you guys seen earlier in the video, or a bull rack, you know, when they hit that flash, whew, the whole trailer blacks out. That's beautiful. Alrighty, let's wrap this video up. I'm sure it's long enough and it's time to start a new day. You guys stay safe, as always. I'll see you next time. If you like what you're watching, guys, just a reminder, throw a subscribe down there. I appreciate it. I think it's awesome. Dad loves them.